You know, hiding in plain sight on Amazon, there is a $17 million business idea. Seriously, and it's born from this single, absolutely devastating problem that thousands of entrepreneurs are facing every single day. So today, we're going to break down this opportunity and show you exactly how you could be the one to build it.
Is this the end of this product for me? I mean, just let that sink in for a second. This isn't just some frustrated comment. This is the sound of someone watching their entire business die right in front of them. A seller, who goes by Artistic Curator, posted this on a forum after they had tried everything to save their product. So what happened to them?
Well, they were a victim of something called listing hijacking. And it's this quiet, totally devastating attack where counterfeiters just attach themselves to your product page, they steal your sales, and they destroy your brand's reputation with fake junk products. For a small business, it is an absolute nightmare.
Okay, so here's our game plan for today. We're going to uncover the hijacker's playbook. Then, we'll look at why the current tools are failing so badly. After that, we'll reveal the game-changing insight that makes this all work. We'll design the solution, size up this huge opportunity, and finally, show you why you are the perfect person to build this thing.
All right, first up, let's get into the hijacker's game. We need to understand the core problem here. Like, why is this even possible? And it all comes down to the fundamental way Amazon designed its marketplace.
So here it is. This is the core vulnerability. See, on your own Shopify store, you control everything. It's your page. But on Amazon, a product page, or an ASIN, as they call it, it's more like a communal space. Think of it like a Wikipedia page for a product. If a bunch of people are all selling the exact same Nike shoe, Amazon wants them all on one page, so the customer gets the best price. Now, this system is designed for efficiency, but it's also a feature that hijackers have learned to exploit as a bug.
And the damage? Oh, it is catastrophic. The second a hijacker latches onto your page selling counterfeits, your revenue just flatlines. It drops to zero. But honestly, that's not even the worst part. Your customers start getting junk shipped to them. Then the one-star reviews flood in. Your product rating tanks. Your brand is tarnished, and now you're stuck in this bureaucratic hell loop with Amazon support for weeks on end.
Now, you might be thinking, okay, but isn't there already a tool for this? And the answer is, well, yeah, kinda. But the existing solutions are fundamentally broken. In fact, they often create more problems than they solve, leaving sellers feeling like they're just drowning in noise.
This really lays out the problem perfectly. You look at existing tools like Helium 10, and they use this brute force model. They alert you to every single change. Your price shifts by 5 cents, you get an alert. A totally legitimate new seller joins the listing, alert. The result is this constant stream of notifications, like 50+ useless alerts a week. And the real threats just get buried in all that noise.
And this leads to this tragic but super predictable user journey, right? You get a scare, so you install a tool. The first week, you get bombarded with alerts about nothing. So naturally, you get annoyed and you turn off the notifications. And then, when a real hijacker finally strikes, the tool is effectively silent because you've muted it. You miss it completely. The very tool designed to protect you fails because it cries wolf way too often.
So the old approach is broken. It's just not working. But what if we're asking the wrong question entirely? The goal shouldn't be to detect every change. No, the goal should be to detect the right pattern of changes. And this, right here, is the simple insight that unlocks this entire opportunity. Instead of treating every little event like it's an emergency, we look for a hijack signature. This is a specific combination of weak signals that, when they all appear together in a really short window of time, basically scream hijack with very high confidence. It's all about finding the signal in the noise.
And here they are. I call them the 4 horsemen of the hijack apocalypse. First, you lose the buy box, meaning you're no longer the default seller. Second, the new seller is a ghost. Their account is less than 30 days old. Third, they have zero credibility, like fewer than 10 ratings. And fourth, and this one is my personal favorite, their business name is just pure keyboard smash gibberish, like XQVBNMLLC, a dead giveaway of a throwaway account. Now, any one of these on its own is just a blip, but all 4 together, that is not a coincidence. That's a hijack.
Okay, so we have the insight. We know what to look for. Now, let's talk about the product. How do you build something that doesn't just find the problem, but actually helps solve it?
So here's the crucial point, the why now. The technology to detect these signals, it's been around for years. The real breakthrough, the reason this is possible today, is the rise of large language models.
For the first time ever, we can not only detect the threat, we can explain it in plain English. We can turn a cryptic alert into a piece of evidence.
And this creates a brand new, super powerful workflow. So your system spots the four-signal signature, and AI instantly writes a clear summary. Hey, high probability of a hijack detected. Here's why. The system then automatically grabs all the proof, screenshots, timestamps, the shady seller's ID. And then the killer feature, a single button that compiles and sends a perfectly formatted complaint directly to Amazon. You go from problem to solution in one click.
And this matters so much because in this game, time is everything. A clean, evidence-backed report gets resolved by Amazon in maybe a day or two. A messy, partial complaint, that could take a week. No real evidence, you could be waiting a month while your business just bleeds out. Speed to resolution is the entire game.
Okay, now for the part that should get every single builder out there really excited. This isn't just a cool product idea. It's a massive financial opportunity. Let's actually look at the numbers. So the initial target market here is private label sellers on Amazon. These are people who've created their own brands, and they have the most to lose from this stuff. We're talking about an audience of around 500,000 sellers.
And we don't even have to guess the price. The market has already validated it for us. The old, noisy tools charge around $29 a month for their alert features. We can start right there for a product that is 10 times better.
Let's do some quick back-of-the-napkin math. Let's say you capture just 10,000 users. That's only 2% of the target market. At $29 a month, you've already built a business doing $3.5 million in annual recurring revenue.
And what if this becomes the industry standard, the go-to tool that every serious seller uses for brand protection? At 50,000 users, which, by the way, is still only 10% of the market, this becomes a $17 million a year SaaS business. The potential here is absolutely enormous.
Okay, the opportunity is crystal clear. But you know what the best part is? It's how achievable this is right now for a solo builder or a small team. So let's talk about how you could actually get this thing built. This is just one possible tech stack, right? But it's built entirely on modern, accessible tools you probably already know. You can use something like Supabase for the back end, Stripe for payments, for Self for the front end. The core monitoring piece could be a mix of web scraping and Amazon's own API. And that magic intelligence layer? It's just a simple API call to your favorite LLM. This is not a year-long enterprise build, and MVP is well within reach in just a few weeks of focused effort.
So we'll end on this thought. The biggest opportunities, they don't always come from inventing some brand new futuristic technology. So often, they come from applying existing tech to a deep, unsolved, and painful problem. Listing hijacking is a daily nightmare for thousands of entrepreneurs, and the tools built to solve it, they still don't work very well, which means this opportunity is just sitting there, wide open. The only question left is, how would you build it?